Tito Varela is getting ready to check into the game for Crispa, probably to pick up Ricardo Brown, who is red hot.
And I can't understand Mike Cristobal turning his back on Ricky Brown as Ricky was about to uncork. And he can't get his own shot in on his side of the floor. 83-76, 7-point lead, and the patented Great Taste fast break once again working wonders. 85-76. And if the Redmanizers don't get their bearings back in time, don't get their act together in time, they just might find themselves face the specter of a big blowout right in this opening day of the championship series. Mike Cristobal finally finds the hole.
Yes, that helps.
It does.
And even though Great Taste has the lead right now, Joe, this has been a very exciting ball game. Fast-paced action from end to end.
Well, Ricky Brown broke his own shooting streak, but Joey Carpio got a second effort up. It goes out for Great Taste.
A good hustle by Ricardo Brown. Philip Cesar knocks the ball out of bounds. Cristobal and Padim will get a rest. Pearson and Varela come in. I'm sure Varela's sole purpose is to pick up Ricardo Brown, while Pearson will be guarding Alalor.
Yes, indeed. You called it exactly the way it is. Tito Varela has just tapped Brown on the behind and told him, fella, I'm your man from now on, and just watch my head.
The only problem with that, Joe, is the fact that they lose offense on the offensive end as Joel Banal gets the ball underneath for the two, because Varela is not the offensive threat that Cristobal is.
Definitely not, by a long shot. Now it's a 9-point lead. Pearson needs this basket, and it rolls out. A minute and 30 left. Third quarter. Brown quickly to Carpio. Unmolested. He banks it in.
And the fast break of Great Taste Coffee is really rolling at this point.
You bet. And that fact is not lost on the Great Taste fans, who are beside themselves with delight and creating a lot of racket in the background. B-Dubbin gets it over to Willie Pearson. It's a wide open lane right now, but the defenses of Great Taste quickly fell into place to thwart the attempt by Carlton Willis. The ball falling right to the hands of Alejo Alalor. Here's Ricky Brown. Lateral pass to Alalor. He pulls up. He takes the shot. He misses. Pearson for the rebound. Time left, 54 seconds. Crispa down by 9. Make that 11, actually.
And you see what's going to happen now is Ricardo Brown, as Gudabin's going to get a rest, but Ricardo Brown's going to go around and start double teaming the guys down low, because he knows Varela will not shoot the ball from the outside.
Oh, he's going to leave Varela completely open. And Pearson, however, is a big threat, and they better watch him well. 89-80, 9-point lead for Great Taste. This time around, the Coffee Men are going to a half-court offense. 36 seconds left. 13 seconds on their shot clock. Brown eludes Varela. The drop pass intended for Joey Carpio. They lost it. It's going to be a turnover for Crispa. Well, both clubs are playing very good defensive games. It's just that the Coffee Men have such awesome firepower. Speaking of firepower, there's a blast coming from Carlton Willis.
Well, that's 3 straight hoops for the Crispa club. They're only down by 7, but there's only 13 seconds left in the third quarter.
And watch the Coffee Man chew down that clock as Tito Varela watches Ricky Brown. Oh, Ricky eluded. And he was not too happy with himself for missing that open shot. So the third quarter is history now. We'll be back with a final chapter right up. We're 10 seconds into the fourth and final chapter of this unfolding epic between Crispa and Great Taste. The first in a best-of-5 shootout for the third conference title. Crispa defending Carpio. Oh, was very well defended there by Yoyo Villamin. He's the recipient of an outlet pass.
Well, Carpio was fouled that time. No foul was called, though. That's why Coach Baby DeLupin was up screaming as Philip Cesar hits from the outside.
So the Crispa momentum continues into this fourth quarter. They're down by only 5 after trailing by as much as 11 a few minutes earlier. 89-84 is the present tally. Here's Ricky Brown. He snaps up a shot of Tito Varela. Oh, he can do it from all conceivable angles.
And Manny Victorino realizes that Ricardo's hot. He's looking to get him the basketball.
Varela bangs into Ricky Brown. He was hoping to fish a foul, but none came from any of the referees. Victorino had a piece of cake that time. 5 points for Manny Victorino. Pretty low compared to his usual standards. 93-84.
Maybe Coach Bernie might want to get Avic Udobin back in the ball game before Great Taste starts to pull away here.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. Philip Cesar, indecisive shot.
2 in a row.
Yes. 93-86. Well, that bailed him out of the woods momentarily. Ricky Brown having a tough time against Tito Varela, who's pressuring him all the way from the backcourt. Manny Victorino looking for Ricky. He found him.
7 seconds left on the shot clock. Ricardo is fouled by Varela. Ricardo will have 2 foul shots.
Foul Varela.
And with Jeff Collins sitting on the bench with 4 personal fouls, it's been the Ricardo Brown show here in the second half.
That's right. The Redmonizers have not really made hay while the sun was shining, and it still is shining. Jeff Collins is still cooling his heels on the bench. But Ricky Brown is going for some loose change. She just found it, and we've got a 9-point lead on you for Great Taste. 10 minutes left in the ball game. Cesar lobbed it into Willis. The turnaround is no good, and the loose ball is picked up by Manny Victorino. Willie Pearson trying to keep in step with Ricky Brown. Joey Carpio gets fouled by Varela. Foul number 2 on Kojak.
Foul Varela.
Well, Coach Bernie's going to have to ask himself if Varela cannot stop Brown. Maybe he should get another player back in the ball game who's more offensive-minded. Okay, Coach Bernie replaces Varela. Padim Israel comes into the game. He'll pick up Ricardo Brown.
Alalur has Willie Pearson covering him. Ricky Brown has to cope with Padim Israel. Yes, sir, again. The guy is almost superhuman.
33 points for Ricardo Brown.
And an 11-point lead for Great Taste. Looking to get off the starting blocks with a rousing victory right in game 1 of this best-of-5 shootout. Yoyo Villamin at low post against Manny Victorino. Shot won't go. Manny controls the rebound. That's his 12th rebound. So although he hasn't, or they haven't been getting much scoring mileage from him, he's been working very quietly on the different departments of the game.
Well, Coach Baby DeLupin is really happy with the lineup he has in the game right now.
Foul Villamin.
As Villamin just picked up a personal because he has not fielded back in Bagza Donato or Ani Twadless.
Bernie Bernardo just felt it was high time. Abid Gidabin got back into harness, and he replaced Carl Lupin's response.
Well, that means more weight, more height. Luizaga can help box out Gudabin underneath. It's going to be another illegal defense called on the Crispa club. It's going to be a technical foul this time. This is their second illegal defense call.
And you know, of course, who is going to be the designated hitter? The hit man himself, Ricky Brown.
Let's take a look at the scoring by periods. You can see that Great Taste controlled the first quarter. It was Crispa in the second quarter, and Great Taste really edged Crispa here in the third quarter. It just passed. Let's go over some third quarter statistics. Crispa shot 57% in the third quarter, while Great Taste shot 50%. Both teams continue to shoot over 50% in the game.
Chito Luizaga just banged in his first basket tonight, but what a basket. It just put Great Taste into the century mark. 100 points against 86 for the Redmonizers. Time left 8:42. Joel. Eight minutes and 39 seconds left the ball game. Crispa on the short end of the score. They're down by 12, and they still can't seem to pare it down. It's going to be a tip-off between Chito Luizaga and Yoyo Villamin. That's a great matchup. Two of the most powerful men in the league will take on each other. 3 team fouls for Crispa, 1 for Great Taste. A quick question to you, Norman Black. Last year in this same conference, the Redmonizers scored a shutout over the Redmonizers 3-0. And
well, it was the open conference where they shut us out. In the reinforced, they beat us 3 games to 2, Joe.
all right.